All right, so you're looking into this whole retirement income thing, right?
Yeah.
And trying to figure out if annuities are something that you should even be looking at. Well, we got some info here from Diversified Insurance Brokers about one specific annuity.
Okay.
It's called RetireMax Secure,
Okay.
and it's offered by National Life Group.
All right.
So let's take a deep dive into this and see what it's all about.
Okay. Sounds good.
So first things first, what even is an annuity?
Yeah, so basically an annuity is a contract between you and an insurance company
Okay.
where you give them a lump sum of money, and in return, they promise to make you a series of payments,
Okay.
either for a set period of time
Okay.
or for the rest of your life.
Got it.
So it's kind of like a pension,
Okay.
but you're the one funding it.
Gotcha. So it's like creating your own personal pension.
Exactly.
And that can be pretty appealing,
Mm-hmm.
especially for people who are looking for predictable income
Right.
in retirement.
Yeah, especially because, nowadays a lot of folks don't have those traditional pensions
Exactly.
from their employers.
Right.
So they have to find ways to create that income stream themselves.
Right. And that's kind of where annuities come in.
Exactly.
So in this deep dive, we're focusing on this RetireMax Secure annuity. And from what I understand, it's geared towards folks who are looking for guaranteed growth,
Yeah.
tax advantages,
Right.
and overall financial stability.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
really designed for people who want predictable returns
Right.
and principal protection.
So tell me more about the basics of RetireMax Secure.
Sure. So this is what's called a multi-year guarantee annuity, or a MYGA.
Okay.
And it's essentially like a CD on steroids.
Okay.
You lock in a guaranteed fixed interest rate for either 3 or 5 years,
Okay.
and your money grows tax deferred.
So what does that mean in practical terms for like the average person listening?
Well, let's say you have $10,000 to invest. If you put that in a savings account earning like 0.5% interest,
Right.
after a year, you'd have earned a whopping $50.
Wow. Big money.
Right. But with a MYGA, like RetireMax Secure, let's say hypothetically the rate is 4%.
Okay.
That same $10,000 would grow to $10,400 in a year.
Okay.
And that's guaranteed no matter what the stock market does.
So peace of mind.
Exactly.
Guaranteed growth.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty appealing for someone who's a little bit more risk averse.
Absolutely. This is really geared towards conservative investors.
Okay, so it sounds like this is for someone who really values security
Right.
and isn't necessarily looking for those risky,
Yeah.
high-growth investments. But what about accessing your money?
That's a great question.
Like, what if life throws you a curveball and you need to get to your cash?
Yeah. So with RetireMax Secure, you have some flexibility.
Okay.
After the first year, you can withdraw up to 10% of your accumulated value without any penalty.
All right.
And they also have some waivers that allow penalty-free withdrawals for certain situations, like if you need to cover medical expenses for a terminal illness or a nursing home stay.
So it's good to know that they have those safety nets built in.
Absolutely.
But if you need to withdraw more than that 10%,
Right.
are there any penalties?
Yeah, you might have to pay some surrender charges.
Okay.
And there's also something called a market value adjustment to consider.
Okay, surrender charges. That sounds kind of scary.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
So what exactly are surrender charges?
Basically, it's a fee that the insurance company charges
Okay.
if you withdraw your money before the end of the agreed-upon term.
Okay.
It's designed to discourage people from taking their money out early
Okay.
because that can disrupt the insurance company's investment strategy.
I get it. And what about this market value adjustment?
So the market value adjustment comes into play if you withdraw a large amount of money before the end of the term,
Okay.
and interest rates have changed significantly since you bought the annuity.
Okay, so give me an example.
Sure. So let's say you purchased your annuity when interest rates were really low,
Okay.
and then they suddenly spiked up. The market value of your annuity might be lower
Okay.
because newer annuities are offering higher returns.
Got it.
So if you withdraw a big chunk of your money at that point,
Okay.
you might receive a bit less than your accumulated value. That's the market value adjustment.
So it's like a balancing act between
Right.
the security of that guaranteed rate
Mm-hmm.
and the potential fluctuations of the market.
Exactly.
Got it. So let's say you've reached the end of your chosen term.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Well, you have a few choices.
Okay.
You can renew the annuity for another term.
Okay.
You can start taking regular income payments,
Okay.
or you can withdraw your money completely without any penalty.
So you've got options.
Yeah, you're not locked in.
That's good to know. What if you don't do anything?
If you don't make a choice by the end of the term, the annuity will automatically renew for the same term length at the then current interest rate.
So you don't have to worry about missing a deadline.
Exactly. It's all taken care of.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing I think people often forget to consider
Yeah.
is what happens to their investments
Right.
if something happens to them.
Right.
Like what happens to the annuity?
That's a really important consideration.
Mm-hmm.
With RetireMax Secure, your beneficiaries would receive the full accumulated value of the annuity.
Okay,
So it's like a death benefit.
got it.
It gives you peace of mind knowing that your loved ones will be taken care of.
Absolutely. And that's really important for estate planning,
Exactly.
making sure that your family is protected
Yeah.
no matter what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about the features of this annuity.
Right.
But what about the company behind it?
Yeah.
What's National Life Group all about?
Well, they've been around for over 170 years.
Wow.
And they have a really strong track record of financial stability. They have high ratings from all the major rating agencies.
Okay.
So you can feel confident that they're going to be around for the long haul.
That's really important because when you're talking about retirement income,
Yeah.
you're talking about long-term planning.
Absolutely. You need a company that you can trust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it sounds like RetireMax Secure could be a good option
Yeah.
for someone who's prioritizing that guaranteed,
Right.
stable growth for retirement.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely offers some peace of mind.
It does.
But is it the right fit for every single person out there?
Well, that's the key question, isn't it?
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to do your research.
Right.
And as always, consult with a financial advisor.
Absolutely. They can help you figure out if this or any other product
Hmm.
is the right fit for your individual circumstances.
And remember, this deep dive was based on information from Diversified Insurance Brokers
Right.
about this product from National Life Group.
Mm.
But it's always best to get information from multiple sources.
Yeah. Do your own research.
Make sure you understand all the details before you make any decisions.
Absolutely.
All right, well, happy saving, everyone.
Happy saving.
We'll see you in the next deep dive.